Let's give him a great race. So that's one of the master strategies that you want to use when you're just starting out. Welcome back F1 Manager family to another F1 Manager video. In today's video we're going to be looking at the best winning strategies that includes our tires that can be used from Series 1 straight up to Series 12 to get those wins. So with that being said, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications for all your F1 Manager content, and also remember to smash that like button. Alright, so let's get straight into this. We're using Kimi and Hamilton here for our drivers. And we're using the fast pit time tune. Alright, let me get it to the super fast pit time tune real quick, so we can get the best out of our fast pit time performance. As you know, I always recommend using the fast pit time tunes for your duels, so you guys can get easier wins in easier races. Alright, so we're going to be going for tracks that has 8 laps, as 8 laps is where you want to be using hard tires, or 9 laps is where you want to be using hard tires. So 8 to 9 laps is where you want to be using those hard tires, while soft tires you want to be using for 7 and 6 lap races. Alright, so the track is Baku. Let's get straight into this. So these strategies are going to be different strategies from the split strategy. So we're not going to include the split strategy in these strategies, as a split strategy is one driver in hard, one driver in softs. So that would be the forward split strategy, and then this would be the reverse split strategy. Alright, but we're not going to be going for that. So if your drivers are saying 1 to 2 laps on a track like Baku, then your drivers levels are not that good at that point. So for 1 to 2 level drivers, you want to be using hard tires to start your race, and then you want to be using soft tires to finish your race. Alright, so the starting of the race is going to be a bit slow. As you can see here, the rival is also opted to go for hard tires. The starting of the race is going to be a bit slow. Let's cut down there. The starting is going to be a bit slow because you're going to be on those hard tires, and you're going to be going for the maximum amount of laps, which is 4 laps for Hamilton and 5 laps for our Kimi here. But for you, those of you who can't get 1 to 2 laps, your drivers will be only able to give you 2 to 4 laps on those hard tires. So you want to go for the maximum amount of that 4 laps to get that 4 laps. Now to get that 4 laps, you want to be using the Conserve strategy, which we use. As you can see, we started off with the boost, and then we cut down our drivers to Conserve, which is the green power here, and we're going to let them stay down on that green power for 4 laps. Alright, as you can see, we're currently in the lead, holding good. Hamilton doing good, trying to hold off the rival Albon, who is trying to overtake, but Hamilton is squeezing him. Kind of hold down that position. He's lose the position now to Albon, lost the position to Albon there, but it is what it is. It's okay if your drivers lose 1 or 2 positions. You just want to continue to stick to your strategy and conserve. Alright, so we're going to go for 4 laps. Then we're going to come back to pit to soft tires, as our hard tire stinge would have been completed. For a track like this, it's kind of difficult to go for a one-stop strategy with only hard tires and then come back to hard tires, because your hard tires can only give you 3 to 4 laps. Alright, if your hard tires can give you up to 5 laps like Kimi here, then you could go for the one stop and boost those 4 laps straight to the finish. Alright, then you could go for 4 laps and then come back and boost the last 4 laps, or manage those tires, boost some, cut back down to conserve for some, boost back some, and make your way to the finish. Alright, so we're looking good. Presently we're still in the lead. The rival should go to pit with one of his cars here, while we're going to go around again for 4 laps. Alright, let's put in our go to pit orders there. And let's put in our go to pit orders with our Hamilton right about there. Nice. And then now the key element, you can see the rival coming back to hard tires with his Albon there. The key element to this tune is going to be to this strategy is going to be your fast pit time tune. All right, so it's highly recommended that you use your fastest pit time tune possible. The fastest pit time tune you can get at your level by selecting all the parts that gives you the lowest amount of pit time for your duels. All right, this is where the fast pit time is going to pay off. When you go to the pits with your rival behind you like this, your drivers are going to go in and out really quick, leaving your rival wondering what's going on, where did your car go, and it just went just like that, nice and quick. All right, so now we're on soft tires. We're in our boost phase of the race, as we're now doing the 4-2-2 technique. And those of you who know these strategies, you know it, that it was the 4-2-2 that was coming for the first race. As you hear me said, go for 4 laps, come back to 2 laps. Those of you who do not, now this is the strategy you want to use. One of the strategies you want to use with those hard tires. Once your driver's soft tires are really low, if your drivers is saying 1-2, this is the strategy you want to be using. All right. Next up, we're going to be going for the strategy if your driver is saying 2-2. I'll show you the strategy that you can use for there. But for 1-2 on soft tires in your tire management scheme, you want to go with 4 laps on those hard tires. Then you want to come back to pit after 2 laps of full boost on your soft tires. As you can see, Kimi is now up to 3rd place, and that is all thanks to the fast pit time tune, not necessarily the strategy, but all thanks to the fast pit time tune. Look, Kimi's going to go into pit here, and he's just going to be out of there long before the rival even think of exiting the pits, and we picked up 2 positions there on that pit stop. All right, so that's the key to the fast pit time tune, and that's how it's done. All right, so right now the race is in the bag. We're just going to be cruising to the finish from here and watch our drivers pick up some more positions, get the job done really strong. Our rival Albon will be going to pit, so Hamilton should get by him really quick. And yeah, great race. Let's give him a great race. So that's one of the master strategies that you want to use when you're just starting out. You're just pushing through the first set of leagues. You have those drivers that are telling you 1-2 laps, and 2-2 with Kimi possibly, and then 1-2 lap like with your Hamilton, or with whatever driver you're using at that stage. Once you're seeing 1-2 laps, when you're using your Gasly and your Norris, if you're seeing 1-2 laps, then you want to start off with hard tires for 4 laps, because you're going to be seeing 2-4 laps on those hards. All right, and you want to push those hard tires for 4 laps using the conserve strategy and getting these wins. Let's get into this next race. Alright, so for this next one, we're going to go back into Series 10 because we want those 8 lap track race. We don't want the 7 laps, so we want mostly the 8 laps. I hope we don't get Singapore, which is 7 laps. Probably would have to forfeit if we get Singapore. Yep. Alright. Alright, we probably have to forfeit this one. Now let me pause the video here. Alright, so we've decided to move into Series 9, where there's mostly 8 lap races, so we don't get matched on a 7 lap track, so we can do these strategies. Alright, so we get matched on China, which is nice. China is a nice track to use hard tires to get these wins. And we're on the fast pit time tune as well, getting out qualified by a lot there. And this strategy, all right, so for China, most of the time your drivers are going to say 2 to 3 for China, because you're going to be getting 3 to 5s on hard tires for China. All right, so when your drivers are now saying, if your drivers are still saying 1 to 2, remember, if your drivers are saying 1 to 2, you want to go with hard tires at the start. However, if your drivers are saying 2 to 2 or 2 to 3, then you want to start off with soft tires. All right, as you can see, our rival out qualified us by a lot here, and we're gonna try to use this strategy to pull back, make up some positions on our rival, get those positions from our rival, and try to win this race. All right, so good start here from Kimi. We pick up a few positions with Kimi there. Hamilton also picked up a few positions. Nice driving there from Lewis, rushing to the inside to pick up a few more positions. And now we're going to cut down into our conserve phase. All right, so we're cutting down now to our conserve phase. Lewis Hamilton even caught up and got by our Kimi here. We're going to conserve these tires for 3 laps. And because we're on the fast pit time tune, once again, the fast pit time tune is key to winning a lot of duels. Because we're on the fast pit time tune, we don't need to worry about stocking because our drivers are only going to be pitting for about 1 second and 30. So there's no need to worry about stocking. Once your driver hit that pit box, he's kind of out of there. So no stocking will be happening at the same time. All right, see the rival Albon just skid off the track there, and he should go to pit in this lap, because that Albon tire is looking really run down, and he's going for the split strategy. And our drivers did really great here. Now let's put in our go to pit orders. We're going to go to hard tires in the middle. And yes, you guessed it. If you know this technique, it's the 3-3-2 with hard tires in the middle. One of the craziest technique you could ever use in all series. This technique can be used in any series, any 8-lap race. You can use this technique to get these wins. Non-stop wins with this technique. Alright, those of you who know it and use it, you know the results. Those of you who have not yet tried it, you definitely need to use this technique to get these wins. We're now going to boost our drivers into pit. You're going to see what I'm talking about now from stocking. So we boost Hamilton in, and by the time Kimi reaches to the pit box, Hamilton would be out. As you can see, Kimi just slides into the slot, and then Kimi is out because he's on the fast pit time tune. So we even got out before the rival Albon, and we're now going to be pushing our drivers as we're now in our boost phase, hunting down his Hamilton to get that position when he goes to pit. Hopefully we can get by him with both our drivers when he goes to pit. But let's just wait and see. Watch our drivers do their jobs, get it done. Here comes Hamilton. There goes the rival going into pit. Hamilton got him. So Hamilton got him. Let's see where Kimi is going to pull out. He's going back to soft tires, which is nice, as he's going to go to pit in the 6th lap. From the 4th to the 6th is 2 laps of boost on those soft tires, while we're going to go back to pit also in the 6th lap, because we're boosting for 3 laps here. So you're going for 3 laps of conserve, then you're going to go to hard tires, boost for 3 laps, then you want to come back to those soft tires and boost to the finish. Alright, so that's the 3-3-2 with hard tires in the middle. As you can see, we got out qualified by our rival, and now we're currently in the lead by a lot. Rival Grosjean trying to hold off our Kimi there. Nice driving from Kimi, taking that position from our rival Grosjean and just leading the pack there, pulling away, running on the fast pit time tune. And this race is in the back from here. Great race. Nice driving from our drivers. Loving how they are overtaking on these hard tires, making those positions up, putting in the work. Look at this Hamilton going into pit, and he's going to be out of there just like that. A snap of the finger, and he's back out on the track in his lead. The rival did not go to pit with his Grosjean, so he'll have to go to pit now. As you can see, Kimi back out there, snap of the finger, he's back out there again on the track, and we're not boosting to the finish. So definitely in the bag from here. Rival Grosjean will have to go to pit, or Kimi should come. There he is in the distance. He should catch up to the rival Grosjean and get by him while he goes to pit. Alright. So this is a second strategy. This is a second technique, using the conserve strategy, using the fast pit time tune to get these wins. Nice and easy. There we go. Hamilton taking first place. Kimi pushing, trying to get up to Max Verstappen there. Probably to get third place. He's going to be out of fuel in a second here. Doubt he's going to get around Max Verstappen. He's too far away for Kimi to catch up. Plus he's out of fuel. So yeah, great race. Alright, so that one was an awesome race. And let's get into this next one, which is going to be the final race. This final winning strategy with hard tires that you guys can use to win your races. So we're going to go back to Series 9. So we get 9 lap races. I mean 8 lap races and not 9 lap races. 9 lap races is for Austria. Let's see what track we get. Alright, so it's Monaco. Alright, so Monaco is an official one-stop strategy kind of track. It's the official one-stop strategy track. So the next strategy that I wanted to share, we can't use that strategy for Monaco, as Monaco is a one-stop strategy. So the next strategy that I was going to be sharing with you guys would have been 3 laps on soft tires, conserve. Alright, we can do the strategy nonetheless, even though it's Monaco. Alright, so on Monaco, most of the time, there's only 2 types of strategy for Monaco that I use and I like to use. Is either you're going to go for 4 laps and conserve on these soft tires and then come back to hard tires and boost to the finish, or you're going to go for 5 laps on hard tires, conserve 4 lap and boost the 5th lap, and then you want to go back to pit to soft tires and boost to the finish. Alright, but first for the demonstration here, this strategy we're going to be using is a 2-stop strategy. You do not want to be using a 2-stop strategy for you know what? Let me just do the Monaco race the way it should be done. We're going to go for 4 laps of conserve, and then we're going to come back to hard tires. It's another strategy if using hard tires, but this one is only for Monaco. It also can be used on tracks like Hungary, tracks like China. You can use it on tracks like Mexico as well, as all of these tracks gives you really good tire management on hard tires. So your hard tires here, Kimi could get up to 8 laps on those hard tires. If we had picked hard tires and we had conserved him for the entire race, he would have been able to get 8 laps. Alright, Grosjean also can get 8 laps on this track. Vettel also can get 8 laps on this track. Alright, so we're going to continue to conserve for 4. Then we're going to come back to hard tires and boost to the finish from there. And do it right. Do it how it's supposed to be done. And hopefully I'll put in another race and I'll share the next strategy with you there. So instead of getting 3 strategies, you're going to be getting 4 strategies. If you're liking the content so far, you're liking the video so far, remember to smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Hashtag 4strategies, the code word for today's video. So use code word 4strategies down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys for all your support, and remember to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get this video up to 100 likes. And yeah, really appreciate you guys. Let's go. So alright, so we're on our 4th lap, and we're gonna start the boost now with Kimi. And as I said before, you don't need to worry about when to boost your drivers when you're on the fast pit time tune, because your drivers are going to be going in and out of pit basically at the same time they came in. 126 there, really fast. Or average is 125, and we did a 126 and a 127 in the pits there. Really fast. No way the rival is going to be able to keep up with that kind of stop. And from here, we're just going to be boosting to the finish. We're not going back to the pits. And this race is in the bag. So this is how it's done on Monaco. Alright. So for our final race, I'm going to be sharing the other strategy that includes hard tires, that you can use to win a good amount of your races. The rival Hamilton there, he'll have to go back to pit. As you can see, the rival he's doing the extra stinch, so he's going for 6 laps with his Kimi. Normally you would go for 5 laps and then switch over to soft tires and boost to the finish. The rival is afraid to go to pit. He suffered a breakdown also, and he's afraid to go to pit. Now he has to go in, and our drivers are just going to cruise by nice and easy. Have a nice day. Great race in the back from there. Well done. So let's just watch our drivers finish the race. Rain is gonna come, but we're not gonna be going to wet tires as it's light rain, so we can finish the race on these hard tires without any problems. Nice and easy. The rival went to wet tires with his Hamilton. No need to go back to pit. So he had to go back to pit with his Hamilton because he came back into soft tires. And there's no way his Hamilton was going to be making it to the finish line on those soft tires. So he ended up doing a 2-stop here. And as I said before, you never want to be doing a 2-stop on Monaco. Always want to be doing a 1-stop on Monaco. If your drivers cannot give you 4 laps on soft tires, start with hard tires, alright? And do 5 laps or 6 laps, and then go to those soft tires and boost to the finish. Alright? Alright, let's get into this final race. So with these strategies, with these hard tires, it's basically easy wins all day. Especially with your fast pit time tune, easy wins all day. So if you're grinding leagues, you're trying to push up, as long as you got your fast pit time tune down, easy wins all day. Alright, let's go back to another race. Hopefully we can get an 8-lap race, which is not Monaco. Let's move to another series, which is series 8. Please don't match us on the 9-lap tracks, as I'm trying to do the 2-stop. Oh, I can use the 2-stop strategy on the 9-lap track. So if we get matched on that, then that's cool. If we got matched on Austria, that's cool. We can do the strategy. Alright, so we got matched on Bahrain. Alright, nice. So this next strategy or technique I'm about to share with you guys is one of my personal favorites. Those of you who know and watch my channel frequently, you will pick up on this technique really early and know what it is. So you want to be starting off with soft tires for this technique. Alright, as you level up your drivers and you unlock these series where you're going to be racing now in Bahrain, your drivers are going to be gaining those levels. So if your drivers are saying 2 to 2 laps, then it is possible to get 3 laps. And if they're saying 2 to 3 laps, then it's surely possible to get 3 laps. Alright, so if you're saying 2 to 2 laps, all you want to do is boost your driver for a little bit, and then you want to cut them down nice and early so they can get into their conserve phase. Alright, now once you're in the conserve phase, you'll be conserving on soft tires, so your conserve phase will not be as slow as when you're conserving on hard tires. Alright, you'll see that the AI cars find your cars a little bit more difficult to overtake when you're in conserve on soft tires and not hard tires. Alright, because you don't have the tire management level at the time, you have to use those hard tires to do like the 4-2-2 strategy, where you have to conserve for 4 laps on those hards. Alright, or if you're going to be using the 5 laps on hard strategy for Monaco, then you'll be conserving on those tracks. On tracks like this, Bahrain, you want to go for those soft tires that will give you a faster conserve lap. Alright, so you can put your 3 laps in. You can see the rival is way out there. He's gone. And we're going to be trying our best to win this race and using this technique. You can see one of the rival drivers has gone to pit. We're going to use some boost here to get our drivers to catch up and make up some of that position. We're going to cut them back down. Cut them back down. Put in our go to pit orders. We're going to go back to soft tires. And these soft tires that we're going to be going back to is going to be the key factor in this technique that we're using with these hard tires. Alright, rival boosting, putting in those work. Alright, so we're going to be boosting our drivers from right about here, and let's boost Hamilton from there as well. Rival currently in a 1-2 position, so it's going to be really difficult to get back into this race, but we're going to be trying our best and see where we can finish. Alright, we're going back to hard tires. You see our drivers did not stock because of the fast pit time tune. We went in and we're out really quick. We're now in our boost phase. We're going to be boosting now for 2 laps. And if you've guessed it, yes, you've got it. We're doing the 3-2-3 with our tires at the end. Alright, so the technique is 3-2-3 with hard tires at the end. So we're going to be boosting now for 2 laps. Then we're going to come back to hard tires at the end and boost to the finish on those hard tires. Alright, so this technique is another technique you can use. Let's put in our go to pit orders for 8 lap races to win those races. Though we're not winning this one, the technique is definitely great and still will get you a good amount of wins. As you can see, we've caught up to the rival really nice here. Nice caught up here, nice and tight. Currently fighting AI Hamilton to let our Kimi pass while our Hamilton caught up. Alright, we're going to be stocking just a little here. So let's cut Hamilton down so Kimi can get in there. We're going to be stocking, but it's not going to be stocking for long. As you can see, as our drivers hit in the pit box, the time run up and they're back out on the track on those hard tires. And they're going to boost in for the remainder of the race. And the rival looks like his Kimi will have to go back to pit. So if our drivers can catch up to the rival's Kimi, Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen will be going to pit. If our rival can catch up, then we can get in for second and third and possibly challenge for first place. Let's see. Alright, the rival is also on a fast pit time tune. So that is the main reason why the rival is outrunning us in this one. As you can see, we came right up back to the front of the pack, up to third and fourth. The only reason why the rival is winning this race because he's also on a fast pit time tune, and that is one of the key elements in winning in your duels. Alright, so our Kimi is not having it. He took second place and he's on the run, gonna be pushing to the end. So still a great comeback here, though we're not winning the race. It's still a great comeback, and it's awesome to see your drivers coming back like this to have such a strong finish after such a tough race. Alright, so it's still a great race. If you were racing against a normal player that was not using a fast pit time tune, then we would have possibly win this one. But because our rival is also using a fast bit time tune, he managed to score the win. So we're just defending our position here, holding his Kimi off, trying to use that fuel. He got the position in the end. Great race from our rival. Great race there. Great strategy to use. So that's going to be it for the video. Remember to leave the code word down below. If you're still here, remember to smash that like button if you haven't already. And yeah, really appreciate you guys for all your support. Remember, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, to subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And that's going to be it for this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.